My name's Lucan. These are my projections for ATO debt recovery in 2023. And it was raining on the ride to work today, so this is the ride home from work. It's been almost 3 years since ATO debt recovery pretty much ground to a halt because of the onset of COVID-19. In 2023, I'm predicting that we're about to see ATO debt collection activities begin to return to normal, and these are my reasons why. Okay, so I've got Lake Parramatta here behind me, and I want to talk first about ATO payment plans. So in recent years, the ATO has been very willing to enter into repayment arrangements with taxpayers. In fact, this has been their primary debt collection process during the COVID period, and it is by far the softest of the debt collection options that is available to the ATO. But in the second half of 2022 and going into 2023, we've seen a real change in the ATO's attitude towards payment plans. They're really toughening up their requirements and their standards, and we've seen plenty of instances of clients that have defaulted on repayment plans that aren't able to get replacement payment plans. Director penalty notices. Now these are the debt collection weapon of choice for the ATO at the moment. In 2022, they issued about 100,000 DPN warning letters and about 18,500 penalty notices. Now all of that activity related to about $17.3 billion in tax debt and resulted in 4.1%, or about $719 million in debt recovery. So what that means is that the ATO still has a lot of work to do in the debt recovery space, and I suspect that that's going to mean, one, more director penalty notices, but perhaps more relevantly, more company wind-up notices to come. Now that brings me rather neatly to ATO wind-up notices. Now, in an average year pre-pandemic, the ATO would issue roughly 2,000 wind-up notices per annum. In the 2 financial years post-pandemic, the ATO issued just 5 and 10 wind-up notices, respectively. In the 6 months year to date to December 22, they'd issued 65 wind-up notices, which is still a far cry from historical norms. Now I reckon for the rest of 2023, what we're going to start to see is a bit of a return to normal for the ATO in terms of the number of wind-up notices, and beyond 2023, perhaps a bit of a rebound. My reason for this is pretty cynical, and that's because I reckon it's a bit of a win-win policy for the ATO. So if they put the company into liquidation, it doesn't matter whether they get paid a dividend or whether they just write the debt off. Either way, they've reduced the total amount of unpaid tax debt in the marketplace. So that's my prediction for ATO debt recovery in 2023. Fewer repayment arrangements, more DPNs, and more wind-up notices. Now, I'd love for you to join in the conversation and leave me some comments below. And as always, I hope that your day has started as well as mine. And thanks for joining me today on the ride to work.